right, hey guys, it's Stacy Booth, and today I wanted to talk to you about how to present yourself on social media, how to create posts, and how to use a photo editing program that I use. So really having your Facebook page set up so that when someone, if you friend request someone or you message someone, you can guarantee that the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to go to your page and they're going to look at you. They're going to look at your pictures, they're going to look at your posts, and they're going to see, do I want to talk to this person? So you need to make sure that your page is something that's interesting, positive, speaks to who you are, is motivating and exciting. Because if you are just posting negative stuff, or if you're posting Beachbody stuff, like sharing Carl Deichler's posts all the time, or sharing 21 Day Fix posts all the time, or please don't ever do this. Hey, I have a special going on, here's the link. Like, don't do that kind of stuff. There is so many health and fitness tools out there. There's so many programs and so many apps and all these things. People, when they want it, they will go get it. So it really doesn't matter about the program. It matters about creating yourself so that people want to come to you. So you're going to be associating yourself with the person that is consistent, the person that is doing these workouts, the person that's sharing their struggles and their successes with those programs. They're sharing about Shakeology, because that kind of thing, that consistency is what brings people in. So if you've signed up as a coach and you're a brand new coach, you can't just do it for a month and say, oh, I didn't get anywhere, I got to quit. Like, I always try to say, you got to be here for at least a year, because you need to create that consistency so that people see that. They see that it's working for you. They see that you're doing it day in and day out. The worst thing that I've seen is that people come in, they think, oh, I'm going to make tons of money with this business. They've done Mary Kay before. They've done Unique before. They've done the wraps before. They've done all these things before. So their friends are used to them signing up, word vomiting all of this sales in their face, and then they quit like a month later. It's really important for you guys to be the product of the product, sharing what we're doing and how we're doing and how it works for us, because that's the connection. And I hope that that's what's different between Beachbody and some of the other companies, is because we are making that connection on a deeper level than just selling something to someone. So that's why it's really important for your page to speak for you. So I wanted to share how I do things. Now, I'm not perfect. I don't have the perfect recipe of how to post on your page. And to be honest, I've been, last month, I 100% moved all of my posts to my like page, which was really rough for me. Making Success Club was really, really rough last night because I transferred everything to my like page. So it was a bit challenging. I did make Success Club 10, but it felt very challenging. With this business, you have to try things, and if they don't work, then you need to go try something new. So I'm still using my like page mostly 100%, but I am putting myself on my page because I meet people and prospect to people on my personal page. So if my personal page has nothing on it, all those people that I'm bringing in are going to look at that page and see that I'm not present there. And yes, it would be nice if they went to my like page because I say so, but that's not always the case. So I'm trying really hard to find a really happy balance. And I'm coming to you guys letting you know that I'm not perfect and I don't have it figured out. But I do have a system, so I'm going to share with you my system. Now, you can do this system on your personal page, on your like page. You can mix it up for both. If you're brand new and you don't have a like page, don't panic. You don't need one right away. So what I want you to do, there's a little bit of a project for you. I want you to write down 5 things that are you or that you enjoy. So I have 5 things, and a couple of them are me, a couple of them are business required. So I'm going to be doing these on my like page. I'm going to show you how to schedule it. But I do a 10 o'clock time slot, a 12, a 2, a 4, and a 6. And I do this every single time. So my 10 o'clock is motivation. My 12 o'clock is a fashion post, because fashion, I like fashion. 2 o'clock is some kind of recipe. 4 is a DIY. And 6 o'clock is an invite or a transformation or a business opportunity post. So I typically try to stay to this. Am I perfect at it? No. That's how I do it when I sit down and I schedule posts. Now you can do posting a couple of different ways. You can post like a whole week's worth if you want, or you can just sit down and post the day before. So we're just going to post the day before for me on my page right now, because I've gotten off schedule with doing it a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I used to be really good in like a month in advance, but I've kind of gotten away from that. So I wanted to show you how I do it. And then I'm also going to show you how I use PicMonkey. PicMonkey is a site on the computer. They do have an app on the phone. I just downloaded it. I don't like it. It doesn't let you do, unless I'm not doing it right, it doesn't let you do like collages and things like that. On my phone, if I'm making collages, I use Photify. Again, I might not have the best ones, but these are what works for me. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, so first off, I'm going to screen share. And I'm going to show you my like page. All right, so I used to use Hootsuite. So if you see my post saying, hey, did you Hootsuite? It's mostly meaning, did you schedule your post? Hootsuite is free. You can get up to, I think it's 3 accounts. So like your Facebook like page, a group, and your personal page if you want. I stopped using Hootsuite, or I stopped paying for Hootsuite because I was doing, I needed more than 3 accounts. But Facebook has now created a scheduler on your actual like page. So that's really cool. So the first one, we're going to do a 10 o'clock time slot. So it's a motivational post. I always Google everything. If you don't Google, that's what you need to do. Google is your friend. So I'm going to just type in motivational quotes. All right. So then I'm going to click on image. So now you can do one of 2 things. You can find an image that speaks to you. You can save that image and then upload it with a little wording. Or you can take that image and recreate something with your face. So I try to do this at least once a day, have my face on my page. So don't try to always post things about like always generated posts like these. So let's say, let's do this one. I like this, mistakes are proof that you're trying. Okay, so I saved that. Now I'm not going to do anything with fanciness yet. So I have 6 scheduled posts already. So let's see what time slot I have posted, because typically I like to do 1 time slot. So looks like I have the 1 o'clock time slot is filled for me for the next 6 days. And it looks like all of those are the motivational ones. So we're going to do, and I totally messed myself up. I don't know why it's the 1 o'clock. So we'll do an 11 o'clock fashion. So let's skip right over that since I already have motivation. So you can click on it and see, look at all these that I've posted. So we're going to skip around a little bit out there. Sorry. We're going to do fall outfits on Pinterest. So fashion gets, or whatever your niche is, gets a lot of attention typically. I just restarted my fashion ones. I've been off the fashion ones for a while, and my good friend had posted saying she was doing hers again and she doesn't like summer fashion. And it was like, you know what? I think that I don't like summer fashion either. And that's why I didn't post like all summer long, because I don't really like summer fashion. All right, so I like this one. So I'm just going to save this, save image. And then I'm going to go to my page. And I'm going to schedule it. So you just do it like normal. You're going to search for the picture. And it's right up front. Grab that. and say something about this. And I always try to ask some kind of question so that it brings engagement to the post. So I'm going to say, I love this big, chunky scarf look. However, I always feel uncomfortable having such a big scarf. Do you agree? Or do you love and rock this look? Okay, so it's nothing like, it would be helpful if I spelled things right. It's nothing too much. I'm just, you know, saying something, and then I'm asking a question. Now over here, I'm going to hit schedule, and I'm going to schedule it. Well, today is already past 11, so let's just schedule it for tomorrow. How's that? So I'm going to click on the date, and I can click tomorrow. I'm going to choose the 11 o'clock, and it already goes to AM, and it tells me that it's going to be Mountain Standard Time, which is my time zone. So keep that in mind to make sure it's your time zone. Unless you're trying to, like, I could put it to Eastern Standard Time, so it's posting at the time that a lot of my customers are around, but I'm just going to keep it at mine because that's what I've always done. So you just click schedule, and that's it. And the next one, I need a recipe. So I'm going to go to, you know it, Google, and I'm just going to hit healthy recipe. You could even do it on Pinterest. Doesn't matter. I mean, you can do, let's look on Pinterest actually, just for the heck of it. We'll keep it all in the same place. So the key is to know what you're going to post about, because that makes your searching easier and it makes you stay more on track with things. This shrimp thing looks delicious, but it's honey garlic, so it's probably not in what I would actually eat. Okay, these look delicious. Balsamic roasted Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to save the image, and then I'm going to click on it to get the recipe. Now, when you are stealing someone's post like this, like I'm going to steal her recipe here, I'm going to give her credit at the end of my post. So I'll show you here in just a second. So that way you're all good legally. Because I think that some people can. I remember last year someone got in trouble for posting stuff. Let's see. Come on. My computer has been really angry with me. It does not. Oh, nice. This even gives you like Weight Watchers points and all that. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to go to my page again. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to paste this, and I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to add the photo. So this might be like real review for a lot of you guys, but just keep in mind that it's really very simple. It's just the really knowing what you're looking for, because you can waste a lot of time searching for posts and things to post about. And if you don't know your schedule of what you're supposed to be posting, it's really easy to get off track. So, all right, where did that go? I need my original one. Where are you? I don't like this thing. Can you move this? I don't know if you guys can see, but my, there we go. My like little bar for Zoom is right in the way of my bar, so it's making it hard. Okay, so I'm going to post the website too for this, just so that I'm safe. Okay, so again, my time slot for recipes is going to be 2 o'clock, but I messed myself up. So we're going to schedule it for 3 o'clock instead. So I try to do like every hour or so, or every 2 hours, excuse me. All right, so I'm going to schedule that. So now I have the motivation done. I have a fashion post done. I have a recipe done. Now let's find a DIY thing that I like. I'm like super into the pipe projects. I just got a whole shipment of pipes in. So I'm going to post about that. Well, I probably should have wrote industrial pipe. Might be helpful. Okay. So I'm going to find one that I like. And you don't have to get like super duper picky. I have some, okay, so I'm probably going to do a shelf. So let's save this picture. Click on it. Sometimes when you click on pictures, when you're trying to save them from Pinterest, they're the really long pictures. I don't necessarily want that. So I'm going to save one from their website instead. Come on. I apologize that my computer is awful. We've been having super bad internet problems lately. I don't know what its deal is, but it's really obnoxious. It makes working hard because like I'll pull up 30 messages and then it takes like 3 to 5 seconds for each message to pull up. Talk about taking forever to do your checklist. Okay. As you know, I just got a huge supply of pipe from supplyhouse.com. So I think this will be my next project. What do you think? Okay, so I was talking to someone, I forget who I was talking to, and I was saying how I'm not exactly sure what my niche is. Hello, how hilarious is that? So I've been doing this for how long now? And I wasn't exactly sure what my niche was. Like I knew that I liked moms because that's an easy go-to because I'm a mom. But they were like, Stacy, you are so DIY. You do stuff all the time. You need to, tap into that for people. So I was like, oh, I totally do. So I started doing that. So sometimes when you're not sure what your niche is, ask someone that's around you and they can help you out because it really is helpful because sometimes knowing yourself is really hard to be like, yeah, that's me. That describes me. All right, so I'm going to schedule this for 5:30. Okay, so schedule it. All right, last one is the invite. So I want you guys, anytime you see an invite that you really like a challenge invite or a coaching invite or something that just really speaks to you, save it somewhere. You can kind of doctor it to be yourself, and then you have like a list of invites somewhere so that you can reach them quickly. So I have in Google Docs, I have a whole thing of challenge invites and coaching invite ideas. So this one, let's do a challenge invite. And challenge ads. Actually, okay, yeah, let's try this one. No, that one's from recent. All right, so I have tons and tons of different ideas. So I gotta find one that I like. That's a Help That one, which we can't talk about Help anymore. I should probably just erase that one. All right, I'm gonna do this one. And I'm gonna have to change it because it says summer. I actually should post my other one. Ready for fall. All right, and then I'm gonna choose a photo. So let's see. I'm just gonna choose this one just quickly. And then I'm going to do a schedule for 7. Okay, so there, now you can click on it and you can see that you have those all scheduled out. So tomorrow is 100% scheduled. So that makes life for me easier for tomorrow. So I need you guys to make a list of things that are you, if you're a knitter, or if you are like me and you do DIY things, or if you are really into fashion, or if you want to do fitness clothes fashion, or like those motivational tank top things. Like you could post a motivational tank top thing like almost every day and say, this one's cute. What do you think of this one? Would you wear this? Like something like that. And write down, okay, I'm going to do motivation at 10. I'm going to do fashion at 12, recipes at 2, 4, and 6. This keeps you on track. If you don't know what you're supposed to be posting, it can take a really long time to schedule out a day. And if you get really good at it, you can schedule a couple of days in advance. If you want to leave like a couple of time slots open because you want to post live on those times, that's fine too. So today I don't really have a lot posted for my like page, so I'll probably be doing most of my posting live. But I still try to keep in the theme of, okay, post a recipe at this time, post a DIY at this time. That way I know exactly what I'm posting. So when I first got started, I told you guys that I would show you how to use PicMonkey. So I'm going to create a photo for you to show you how it works. You can do it easy or you can get a little bit more in depth. So let me screen share for you. So let's see. I am going to okay, let's see. I'm going to do a brick. Oh, actually, I'm going to send myself. Yeah, the other day I was at Chipotle and I really liked the wall there. I'm a little weird. So I also am a little bit, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I send photos to myself from my phone on Facebook so that I can get them off my phone onto my computer. I don't know if this is the easiest way, but this is what I do all the time. I also send myself things, reminders or like posts that I like on there. I'm a little weird, I know. Okay, so I'm gonna send these pictures. So they're like gray, whoops, gray background. So I'm gonna download them for myself. Hopefully Facebook is working. There we go. All right, so download this one. This one was a vertical one and horizontal. So as you're like around, find things that you're like, you know what, I know I'm gonna use that. Okay, so we're gonna edit a photo. I'm gonna choose the background that I want, which is gonna be one of those. You see all my leaders on here, guys? Pretty exciting. Okay, so I'm gonna choose this. All right, so now I'm going to click on this butterfly, which allows me to add an overlay. At this point, you can do like all of these ones on here. Like you can do a geometric one. So like if you wanted to do a band, this, like this, let's change the color. This is my signature color, and then I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my own. So this is gonna be a picture of me. Let's see if I have any pictures of myself that I wanna use. I probably should have gotten this a little bit better. Sorry, I was not prepared apparently. Okay, let's just use this one because it's here. Okay, so I'm going to make it the size that I want. And then I'm going to erase the background. So if you click on this eraser button here, you can make the eraser as big or as small as you want. So I'm going to go around kind of harshly right now. Get rid of stuff. As I get closer, I'll let's get that little flyaway hair out of there too. See, you can even make your pictures look better. All right. So I'm not going to do this like super perfect. You guys get the idea. Whoops. So this takes a little bit of practice. And it's way easier if you have a mouse. Like right now I don't have a mouse. I'm just using the keypad clicker on my laptop. So it's way easier if you have the mouse. Okay, so you can like scroll in, make this size a little bit smaller. Now, I don't want you guys doing these types of things until you have your checklist done, because this is a little bit time consuming, and to be honest, it's not going to make or break your business if you make a pretty picture. Yes, it looks a little bit more professional, but if you're not inviting and you're not reaching out to new people, it doesn't matter how great the photos you have if you haven't done your vital checklist of reaching out to people and inviting people. That is so important. So I don't want you guys messing around with this kind of stuff until you've completed that. Because honestly, this is the fun part, and inviting and stuff is sometimes not so fun. So it's easy to want to skip it. And it's also easy to say, well, I'm working, so it's okay. Yes, you are working, and this is a part of your checklist, but it's not a most important behavior, and it's not going to help you make success left. So make sure that you have the part of your checklist done that is going to help you make success left, which is inviting, which is reaching out to new people, following up with people. Those types of things are going to be the most important task that you can do for the day. So if you have those things done, awesome. Now you can play around with this. I'm getting a little bit too close to my face, but that's okay. You guys get the idea. Okay, so I think I got this pretty well cleaned up. Oh, I forgot my arm. There we go. So I am like in love with this little tool. It's super fun to do. It just makes your pictures look great. The easiest thing to do is have like a pretty plain background so that you can customize it a little bit easier. All right, so this is not perfect, but you guys get the idea. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so, oops. I wonder if it's gonna undo all. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna move me where I want it, and then I'm going to open up. I'm super forgetful, so I forgot what that quote was that we had downloaded originally. Motivational quote. Let's look for it. Okay, mistakes are proof that you are trying. So what you can do now is, if you're forgetful like me and you don't want to pull up a second slide, you can just pull it up on your, like this, and have it here. I'm just going to move it to the side so that I can see what I'm supposed to. So if it's a long quote, this works good. Move it in. I'm just going to put it in front of my face. So now I'm going to hit the text, and so that box that's over my face right now is solely so that I know what I'm going to write. Let's choose this text, and then mistakes are proof that you are trying. And this picture is not a very good picture to go with this quote. I probably will not use this as a real post, but just to give you guys an idea. All right, so you can click on that first line and make this guy bigger, and make this one bigger, like that. Okay. Now we can delete this thing so we know what it says. So that's how I do it, because I am super forgetful. All right, so I kind of like this this little pose, and then this is perfect for, so actually I can make this work. I'm going to do, did you know? See how fun that is. All right, so did you know? So it's kind of like me pointing to it. So I can make this work for me. Okay. It might be a little big. What do you think? All right, so did you know mistakes are proof that you are trying? Okay, that's kind of fun. All right, so another thing that you want to do is if you take any kind of time to make a post like this, always brand it. So mine is Stacy Booth Fitness. You can, whatever your thing is, you can just do your name if you want. I'm gonna fade this just a little bit so it's still in there. So that way, if anyone ever shares this photo, it has my name on it. So I'm just gonna save that. So now I can use that for a motivational post. Now, once you've done this for a while, you can start reusing your own content. So I would say probably get a couple months under your belt before you start reusing your content. But people probably won't remember, especially if you make things like this little picture with the motivation on it. You can reuse that again and again and again. So just make sure that you're cycling it out so it's not happening all at once. So this is a fun way to do something if you wanted to do add the pictures to it. PicMonkey is super easy to use. You just navigate around it. There's also tons of YouTube videos. That's how I learned how to do the eraser thing, is I went on YouTube. So you guys are your own CEOs, and I'm here, and your upline sponsor, if it's not me, is here to help you. But you got to be an advocate for yourself. If you're not sure how to do something, Google it. If you're not sure how to do something, or you want to learn how to do something, YouTube it. That's the best thing, the best advice I can give you as a coach is that you have to go out and find things that you don't know how to do and look at what other people are doing and work from there. Because the way I do something may be completely different than the way you do it. Or the way I word something is some way that you would never say that. So you have to make it personal to you. So I love resources like YouTube and Google because it helps me learn how to use a tool, but it also gives me the ability to make it my own. So with posting on Facebook, I really want you guys to really think about what you're putting on your page. Look at your page and say, if I was someone else that I'm making friends with, would I want to look at their page? Is my page positive? Is my page teaching me something? Is my page reflecting really who I am? Does it show that I'm a mom? Does it show that I'm a Beachbody coach? Does it show that I work from home? Does it show that I work out daily? Does it show that I drink a thing called Shakeology? Does it show that I have 3 cats? Does it show that I go to Chipotle on Fridays? Does it show that I love doing DIY things? Does it show that I love to inspire other people? Does it show that I'm helping other people get fit? Does it show that I run challenge groups? Do you guys see where I'm going with this? I need you to look at that page, because that page is kind of like when you're walking down the street of a city and you see all of these windows displays. You only go into the stores that window display really speaks to you, right? It's the same thing with your Facebook page. It needs to speak to people to make them want to connect with you, to make them trust you, to make them want to work with you, okay? So that Facebook page is extremely important. And if you sit down and take the time to write out 5 or 10 things that you're interested in, and making sure that those things are popping up on your page daily, you're going to see traction. You're going to connect with people that you want to, because they'll be drawn to you because they're like you. So just be authentically you. Find things that excite you, and if you're a nerd, embrace the nerd. If you're super into Star Wars, embrace that. If you are not very girly, embrace that. Be you, because there's people in this world that are only going to be invited to this opportunity, or only be interested to be invited to this opportunity because of the connection they have with you. And even if they know 5 other Beachbody coaches, there's a good chance they'll only sign up with you because of who you are. So make sure that your page reflects that. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this was helpful for you. And I look forward to doing another tutorial next week on something. So make sure you're sharing with what you want to hear me talk about. Have a good one. Bye.